Bischoff was still there at the time. They had Diamond Dallas Paige is all in his ear, you know. Diamond didn't like me very much.
No.
Yeah,
He's probably one of the greatest politicians of all time.
very, very, very much so. He didn't like me very much. And,
Second, maybe to Triple H.
Yeah. I like Triple H. And matter of fact, Triple H was leaving WCW at the time, and I was there. I was coming into CNN Center, and he was in the parking lot, and I was in the parking lot. And he told me the story. I'm leaving, man. I'm going to, WWF at the time. He was going there, and wow, really? So I was, I got to witness that whole thing when he left and went to, where he is now. And never forget, he said, by the way, Pitt, what you want to do is get yourself a good finish. You need a finishing move, a real finishing move, And he just gave me a little advice in the parking lot before he left. And I enjoyed that. I like the guy. He's a real businessman too, He's good. So, but I saw him. I was one of the last guys to see him on his way out.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you were saying Diamond Dallas Paige and was getting in Bischoff's ear.
Yeah, he and Bischoff were good friends, and he was in his ear a lot. And I know he didn't like me because I beat him up one time in the ring. I was training for this MMA fight I was about to do. I was still in WCW. I was training for, matter of fact, you can find it on YouTube, Choke. And I was training for Vale-Tudo, Choke. And I was using the power plant. So Diamond Dallas Paige decides, and one day in practice, I'm over there training, I got my gloves on, I'm in the ring and playing around and hitting and doing what I'm doing to train for this deal. Diamond decides to put on some boxing gloves and come in there and test me. And he quickly learned that I'm for real. Put him in the corner and then, whoa, stopped, took his gloves off, and went back to I think he had it out for me since then. But yeah, he definitely doesn't like me. So he had Eric Bischoff's ear, and so that's why at that point my career didn't advance. Also, because he was in his ear. He came to me and told me he put this gimmick on me. He was trying to make me. It was kind of a Three Stooges gimmick, and that's not me. I'm the real deal, dude. That's not me. I'm not, doing that. He told me, if you don't do this gimmick, you'll always be a mid-card wrestler. And I remember that. I remember him telling me that. And I knew he had Eric Bischoff's ear, so I knew my career was probably done with these guys as far as anything other than jobbing and doing what I had to do. Even had the fans believing, he's not a real wrestler, he's not like these guys. And no one knew my credentials. I'm an Olympic wrestler.
Really built it up, did they?
Yeah, they didn't really know my credentials. They didn't know I was a world champion. They didn't know any of this stuff. They just thought I was a jobber. I read some of the comments, some of the fans, oh, that Pittman, he can't wrestle. He's, I'm thinking, you don't even know.